Nobody, not Candace Owens, not Joe Rogan, and certainly not Charlie's loyal followers, ever saw this coming. It shatters the official story about the final 48 hours of Charlie Kirk's life. Today, a private recording, one that was never supposed to see the light of day, captured Erica Kirk's single, chilling sentence. It wasn't screamed in a breakdown or whispered in fear. It was delivered with a terrifying, unnatural calm. She confessed the unspeakable. Charlie knew something terrible was about to happen, and specifically warned her not to follow him that morning. The moment that audio hit, the world rebooted. Producers scrambled, headlines exploded, and the entire political media sphere went into absolute meltdown. That one line, that single warning, hinted at a truth too dangerous to speak aloud. Charlie's last day was not a random accident. It was not routine. It was planned. And here's the kicker, he knew it. Social media went feral. Users replayed Erica's confession, analyzing every breath, every crack in her voice. They caught something terrifying. Her voice broke right after mentioning the time he left, suggesting she'd been sitting on this dark secret, just waiting for the whole story to unravel. Now the official timeline of Charlie Kirk's last hours, the one Erica insisted was perfectly normal, has been blown wide open. If Charlie knew something was coming, the urgent, burning question is, who else knew? And why, Erica, did you stay silent? Before Erica Kirk's terrifying words sent shockwaves across the internet, before Candace Owens froze, and before Joe Rogan declared, "This changes everything," a shadow already hung heavy over Charlie's final day. It was a shadow everyone around him felt, but couldn't quite name, and one that Erica worked overtime to dismiss and bury. American news anchor. For months, the official story was crumbling beneath small, hidden inconsistencies. Erica appeared devastated in interviews, hitting all the right emotional notes. But watch closely. Every now and then, the mask would slip. There were small things people ignored, a strange detour in her story, a timeline that kept shifting, a detail she couldn't remember, and a nervous, telltale throat clearing whenever Charlie's final morning came up. Everyone dismissed it as trauma, but the true analysts knew better. Nobody wanted to pay attention until Erica's private confession leaked. The truth is, both Candace Owens and Joe Rogan were already asking the dark questions behind closed doors. Why did she change her story about the time he left? Why did she delete her call logs? Nobody had answers, and nobody expected to because Erica never cracked, until now. The leaked audio is more than a slip. It's a fracture in her entire constructed reality, a fissure big enough for the truth to come pouring out. That single sentence, "Charlie told me not to follow him that morning," doesn't just dismantle her story, it proves it was a lie from day one. Erica's public narrative was a lie. They had breakfast, he kissed her goodbye and left like normal. But if he told her not to follow him, that means she tried to. That means she was insisting. It means a fight happened, something she's been hiding. And if Charlie knew something was coming, why skip his parents, his team, his sister? Why confide in only Erica? Unless she was part of the very reason he was scared, unless she knew exactly what risk he was walking into, or even who he was meeting. People close to Charlie reported his strange behavior right before he passed, checking the window, jumping at phone calls, and insisting he had to go alone. These moments, ignored then, are now the vital clues Erica never expected the world to piece together. Her confession didn't come from a polished interview, it came from a private call where she dropped the script and admitted the truth. She did try to follow him, and Charlie did tell her not to. Why? Because, in her own words, he didn't want her near what he was walking into. Near what? That question is currently burning down social media. Here's where the background gets darker. Just 3 days before Charlie's last day, he and Erica had a massive argument. A neighbor reported hearing Charlie's panicked voice. "I told you, Erica, stop messing with it. You're going to make this worse. You don't understand what they want." The final words heard from Erica were cold, detached. "You've started this, now you finish it." Nobody understood the gravity of that fight until the leaked confession. Erica also admitted she tried to tell him to stay in the room, but he said it was too late. Too late for what? Too late for who? And why was Erica the only person Charlie confided in? The only way this makes chilling sense is if she was directly connected to whatever Charlie was running from. She was part of the plan, part of the communication, part of the reason he walked out that door alone. Joe Rogan slammed the truth home. If Erica knew Charlie was scared, why didn't she warn anybody? Why didn't she alert security immediately after he left? Why did she wait until reporters finally asked? Because after Charlie walked out, Erica waited. She didn't call, she didn't text, she didn't alert security, and she didn't leave the room for hours. Her official answer was shock, but the audio now proves the terrifying opposite. Erica wasn't in shock. She was aware. She knew Charlie was walking into danger. She knew he told her not to follow, and she said absolutely nothing. The leaked confession didn't just raise questions, it detonated the first major crack in Erica Kirk's entire story. Within hours, Candace Owens received a message from a former terrified TPUSA staffer. The message was explicit. "Candace, Erica did follow Charlie that morning. She followed him halfway across the lobby. This wasn't a rumor. This was a witness who was physically there and saw something Erica has denied for 2 years." The staffer added that Erica was crying, begging him not to go through with it, and Charlie's final words to her were, "Go back to the room. You've done enough." Candace's breath caught. You've done enough. What had Erica done? The witness accounts from security guards, volunteers, and hotel staff all confirmed the truth. She chased him, he rejected her, and she looked terrified. This was not shock, not confusion, not a blindsided widow. This was a couple caught in the middle of a conflict right before Charlie's final hours. But while Candace was digging up the lobby scene, Joe Rogan discovered something even more explosive: Charlie's final voicemail. A voicemail Erica swore didn't exist, a recording she claimed was lost forever. But Joe's team tracked down the phone carrier's archive, and to everyone's horror, the voicemail was there, time-stamped, logged, and perfectly preserved. A 17-second recording that would change everything. The silence that followed was heavy. Joe Rogan stared at the screen, confirming the obvious. That wasn't a man going to a meeting, that was a man going into danger. Now, the entire narrative flipped. Erica didn't just leave out details, she actively hid evidence. She deraced the voicemail, she downplayed Charlie's fear, she altered the timeline, and she insisted the morning was normal, even as witnesses proved otherwise. But here's the ultimate twist that nobody saw coming. The voicemail wasn't left for Erica, his parents, or his team. It was left for the one person who never accepted Erica's story. Charlie's sister, Sarah Kirk, the one person Erica always dismissed as emotional. The soft ding before the recording confirmed it. Tell her she was right. Sarah, I'm sorry. Suddenly, Sarah's instincts made terrifying sense. She had been right all along. Charlie's voicemail proved it. The focus immediately shifted to, what did Sarah warn him about? Candace received archived files, and one image jumped out: a handwritten note Sarah photographed days after Charlie's death. The note read, "Erica, stop agreeing to meetings behind his back. Charlie said he'd confront them. Don't let him go alone." This was the moment the case turned upside down. Charlie did go alone. Erica didn't stop him. and later she lied, claiming he left calmly. Yet here was a note proving the exact opposite. Candace slammed her notebook shut. Erica lied. But Joe Rogan noticed something even darker in the photo. Beneath Sarah's handwriting, a second note was barely visible. Joe zoomed in, lightened the exposure, and sharpened the image to reveal a single, terrifying sentence, written in a completely different, neater, more controlled hand. If anything happens, keep quiet. Silence, dead silence. The room went cold. The handwriting matched no one public, and that was the moment Candace and Joe realized the horrifying truth. Erica was not acting alone. There was a fourth person, a hidden player, a silent witness who wrote a warning note telling Erica to stay silent. This meant the writer was in the room with Erica the morning Charlie died. If anything happens, keep quiet wasn't a threat, it was an instruction. Producers immediately pulled the hotel's archived hallway footage, the footage Erica told investigators was unnecessary. At 7:12 a.m., Charlie storms out. Erica runs after him. They argue. Then at 7:24 a.m., a second figure emerges from the hotel room, a woman, not staff, not family, no badge. She steps into the doorway, watching Charlie walk down the hall, hesitates, then steps back inside the room with Erica. The producers froze. They knew who Erica had been meeting with that week. Someone who flew in early and stayed off the official schedule. Someone Charlie had fiercely argued with Erica about just 3 days prior. As Candace softly whispered her name, Bridget, Joe Rogan's eyebrows shot up. Bridget, as in Senator Reed's wife. Travelogues confirmed her stay on the same floor, just 2 doors down, checking in 30 minutes before Charlie's fatal exit. Charlie had privately told colleagues he didn't trust Bridget's influence, believing she was pressuring Erica into dangerous things. Now she was in their room on Charlie's final morning. The question hit like a physical blow. If she was there, everything we know changes.
But the evidence didn't stop in the hallway. The hotel file contained more footage. Inside the elevator at 7:15 a.m., Bridget Reed steps in. She isn't panicked. She isn't rushing. She is unnervingly composed. She fixes her hair, adjusts her cardigan, and tucks a small folded note into her purse before calmly pressing the lobby button. Candace caught her breath. That folded note, it was the second note found beneath Sarah's letter, the one instructing Erica to keep quiet. Joe declared, why would Bridget Reed be writing instructions for Erica? What did she know about Charlie's last morning?
It became terrifyingly clear. Bridget Reed, a powerful political wife, was not writing threats, she was giving instructions. Erica wasn't the mastermind. She was being guided, controlled, and coached by the woman who left the silent warning note. Less than an hour after the elevator footage, Bridget was spotted entering her senator husband's private security SUV. That's not coincidence, Joe said. That's coordination. Then the horrifying possibility. What if Charlie went to meet someone and it wasn't his idea? The pieces slammed into alignment, Bridget leaving the hotel moments after him. In the elevator mirror, barely visible, Bridget was smiling, a small, tight, knowing smile. Oh my God, Candace whispered. She knew. The focus had shifted from Erica's lies to Bridget Reed's presence in that room. The moment Bridget Reed's name leaked, the political sphere didn't tremble. It imploded. Bridget is a strategist, a donor magnet, and a faith leader, and the last person anyone expected to be involved in Charlie Kirk's final hours. When the clips and the note were confirmed, the internet detonated. The senator's office issued a blanket denial. These claims are false and defamatory. Crucially, they offered no denial that Bridget was in the hotel. A blanket denial, as analysts know, always signals fear. This was no longer rumor. It was a verified political earthquake. The leaks turned even uglier. Anonymous political aides confirmed Bridget and Erica were having late-night strategy meetings. Charlie was deeply uncomfortable with Bridget's influence, believing she was pushing Erica into something dangerous. Screenshots of Bridget texting Erica surfaced. "Don't tell him yet." But the darkest, most damning message said, "Make sure he goes alone." That message ripped through the internet like a wildfire. Alone for what? She set him up. What was Charlie walking into? Charlie's parents delivered the most emotional blow. Charlie's mother went live, her voice shaking with righteous fury. "We always knew Erica wasn't alone. We always suspected Bridget, and now the world knows too," she declared. Her son was scared and felt pressured. Then Charlie's father spoke, the emotion cracking his voice. "She told investigators Charlie was calm, but our son wasn't calm. He left us a voicemail we never heard. He said he was sorry." Sorry for what? The internet was not ready for the answer. A former member of Charlie's executive team then entered the chaos, tweeting, "This isn't the first time Bridget inserted herself into internal matters." The tweet went nuclear. She was meddling before this? What was she controlling? Further investigation revealed something even more sinister. 3 weeks before Charlie's last day, Bridget filed a mysterious request with TPUSA's legal office, a non-disclosure agreement, not for herself, but for Erica, with the reason listed as marriage stability concerns. Why was a senator's wife filing legal paperwork for Erica's marriage? What was she trying to silence? The most chilling leak didn't come from journalists or insiders. It came from a hotel night manager. He anonymously revealed that Bridget Reed visited the Kirk room twice that morning. Not once, twice. She entered at 7:36 a.m., 24 minutes after Charlie was gone, and stayed for 11 minutes. Why? To coach Erica? To hide something? The night manager then added the line that changed everything. When Bridget left, she was holding a small white envelope. Everything stopped. An envelope means documents, notes, instructions, evidence, and that evidence left the hotel with Bridget, not Erica. For the first time, the world saw the true shape of the conspiracy. This wasn't grief, it was a coordinated cover-up. The envelope. That's all anyone could talk about. If Charlie wrote something and Bridget took it, it means Erica wasn't the only one keeping secrets. Earlier footage was pulled, revealing that at 6:59 a.m., moments before leaving, Charlie slipped a folded piece of paper into the nightstand drawer. A note, a warning, or a goodbye. Then the 7:36 a.m. footage proved the unthinkable. Bridget re-entered the room and walked straight to the nightstand, pulled the paper out, folded it, put it in the envelope, and left. She took Charlie's last message, and Erica let her. The room went cold. Charlie left a message for someone, Erica hid it, and Bridget helped bury it. But the story wasn't done. A janitor reported the envelope had a red wax seal, a personal seal Charlie always used. Then Charlie's sister, Sarah Kirk, broke her silence on Instagram, posting an image of Charlie's handwriting. The note was addressed to me. The internet stopped breathing. Charlie left a note for the one person he trusted, a note she never received, a note Bridget removed, and a note Erica hid. Sarah then posted the final nail in the coffin, a text from Charlie 48 hours before he died. "Something's off with Erica's friend. Don't trust her." Charlie didn't trust Bridget Reed, and now Bridget was the last person to handle the critical evidence. Here's where the story plunges into darkness. A political insider contacted Candace, claiming the envelope contained a list, names, times, and meetings of people Charlie believed were using TPUSA for side agendas. One of the names on that list, Bridget Reed. Joe Rogan tried to absorb it. Charlie discovered something, Bridget tried to bury it, and Erica helped her. But why? Candace offered the shocking answer. If Charlie exposed them, he would expose Erica too. That was the twist no one saw coming. Erica wasn't just covering her fear, she was protecting a massive political agenda she was tangled in, something Charlie discovered too late. Then came the final piece of evidence. A journalist leaked the security log scan of the envelope, and printed faintly on the back, in Charlie's own handwriting, was a single line. "If I don't return, show this to Sarah." Sarah never saw it. Erica never delivered it. Bridget took it. And now the world knows. Charlie's last words weren't spoken, they were written, and someone close to him made sure nobody ever read them. The stakes are now higher than ever. A whistleblower claims to have a scanned copy of Charlie's final letter, and the countdown to the truth has begun. If you're still here after that ending, you understand why this investigation can't stop now. Charlie Kirk didn't just walk into danger, he left a letter addressed to the one person he trusted, and someone made sure she never received it. Who do you think Charlie named in that letter? Erica? Bridget? Someone we haven't even discussed? Drop your theories in the comments. Don't hold back. This story has reached a point where even the smallest speculation can crack open a bigger truth. Subscribe with notifications on, because when the contents of that letter come out, political careers will crumble and the truth about Charlie's final day will finally surface. This story is nowhere near finished.